We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. These two should be exciting to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
So stepping in, Jose Peraza, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-15.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll manage to hop over the wall. He'll be at second to start the game on a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control, and that's the wind. It's blowing in, it's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Change up low, 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that's finally over for a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So they're able to get the runner to third in the opening half inning, but can't bring him around. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball, 93 to 96 miles an hour, a good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Into the box, Chris Bryant, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Line drive base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
And that brings up Javi Baez. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Verdugo waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is big Chris Bryant. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Contreras tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Bryant at second with 2 down. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Cubs strand 1. Still no score.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
23.
Michael Chavis is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He comes into this one at 248. 9 homers and 34 driven in. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
He'll try again, 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and there's out number 2. Striding in for Boston, Kevin Pillar. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's 4 for 14. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Popped him up. Rizzo has a play. And the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Standing in, Nico Horner, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Fouled away. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to make the play is Chavis, and there's 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward.
1-0.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And it's fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. To first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now in the box, Steven Souza. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Here comes the first pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in strikeouts, so this is a pitching staff that possesses a lot of dominant arms. One of them told me, the talent and pure stuff on this team is ridiculous. So as long as we're going after the hitters and commanding our pitches in the right spots, we'll have a lot of success. Most of the time that's the case, and that's because we trust in our abilities. It's pretty clear these guys are some of the best around at keeping the opposition off balance. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball one.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. Hayward giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Rodriguez.
So striding forward now, Eduardo Rodriguez. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And here's Jose Peraza. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He doubled to open up the ball game. High in the air out to center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Ian Happ. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
The center fielder, Ian Happ.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Into the box now, Jose Quintana. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Now batting, the third baseman, Fred.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at his career totals, Bryant begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will make the play, and an important one it was, as those runners will have to hold now with one away. So first and second with one man gone, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
As a look, now the pitch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's Javier Baez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The 2-2. In the air now out to left field. Martinez giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Rafael Devers the next to bat. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate.
The catcher, Wilson.
First offering on its way. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Count now a ball and a strike. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
In now, Nico Horner. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Now batting.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now. Down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Now batting.
Next up for the Red Sox, Jonathan Arauz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Ian Happ becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. Right side, but it's well foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We've seen this before, fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter
Ready for another shot now, Jose Peraza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And Verdugo goes in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Swing, and he pops him up. But this will land untouched. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Behind 0-2 now. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. 0-2, here it comes. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that one right down Main Street. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And he fouls this one off. And a check swing here. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Woody Keller. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Ranging back is Pilar into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Here's J.D. Martinez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Now batting, third baseman.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Here's the first pitch to him. Line hard down the line in right. And that is a foul ball, just missing extra bases deep in the corner.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes count.
Popped him up. Bryant shading to his right. 2 down. So here's Michael Chavis now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Nico Horner. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch out, nothing doing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Swinging a soft liner, but this is pulled in by the shortstop. The next Cub up, Ian Happ. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. Grounded down the third baseline. Devers gloves it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for the Cubs, but they're on top 1-0. At the plate, Christian Vasquez, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Here's the pitch.
That's ball 2. I got 2 on the count.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. This is foul right side. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Standing in, Kevin Pillar. He went down on strikes last time up. High in the air out to center field. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Xander Bogaerts will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Hit sharply on the ground. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Xander Bogaerts will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch
Now
here.
in center field, number 19, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Kyle Schwarber is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth as they look for some insurance.
Schwarber.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Hembree was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Devers fields it cleanly. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here it comes. Popped him up. Chavis moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. From the stretch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Grounded to second. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 9th inning coming up. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 46.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
To the plate now, Jose Peraza, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Heading out towards shallow right, and Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Verdugo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That evens it up 1-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Fouled away. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Chicago Cubs rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jose Quintana earns his 6th winning decision in this one, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Eduardo Rodriguez takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now.